As the new year begins, it's time to take a look at what NASCAR fans can expect in 2023. With so many changes on the horizon, let's dive into the essentials. First up, the schedule. As you may know, the Cup schedule is set to undergo some notable changes this year. Fans will be pleased to hear that the switch from USA to NBC for the additional race on the main channel is one of the first things that will be noticed. Additionally, there will still be 2 races at Atlanta, but each will now be 300 miles long instead of 400. The Superspeedway will still host the only 2 400-mile races, but with one difference. Daytona will host both the Daytona 500 and a 400-mile race this summer, making it the only superspeedway track to host 2 such events. And speaking of events, the All-Star Race is one not to be missed. It was announced recently that North Wilkesboro will once again host the NASCAR Cup Series All-Star Race, making headlines across the racing community. Another highly anticipated event is the Texas race, which has been criticized in the past 5 years for its predictable results and preventing other more exciting races. But NASCAR and SMI have listened to fan feedback and have announced 2 major changes to the Xfinity Series. This year, the Xfinity Series will accompany the Daytona 500 in place of the trucks, while the Sonoma weekend will feature the Xfinity Series in place of the trucks. Rick, who has competed in every NASCAR Cup Series race since 2001, will be retiring in 2023. The RCR's number 8 car will now be driven by Kyle Busch, who has been driving for the organization since 2008. One of the most talked about events this year will be Kyle's debut in a Chevrolet, which is the preferred car for his team, Joe Gibbs Racing. Kyle Busch has changed quite a bit since his first season in NASCAR, and this year's debut is sure to be a memorable one. Tony Stewart made headlines last year by giving Ford Custer's first season in the Cup Series to Priest, who was struggling as a driver. Another change on the horizon is the potential renaming of the current Petty GMS to the Legacy Motor Club. Jimmy Johnson has joined the team as co-owner and part-time driver and will be driving the team's '84 Chevrolet part-time. Noah Gragson will also make his Cup Series debut in the 42 car, making this a year to remember for fans of the sport. In conclusion, 2023 is shaping up to be a historic year for NASCAR, with so many changes and new developments in store. From the schedule changes to the All-Star race to the debut of new drivers, there's plenty to be excited about. Chevy has taken the reins, replacing Ty Dillon, and now holds the responsibility of leading the team forward. Tyler Reddick will now be the driver of the number 45 Toyota for Team Penske, stepping in for Kurt Busch, who made the difficult decision to retire from truck driving last year due to a severe concussion. Busch has not yet fully recovered from the injury and is not ready to return to the track. As the new season begins, Alex Bowman, driver of the number 48 car, is making a comeback after a lengthy absence due to a concussion. Michael McDowell's career received a new lease on life last year, all thanks to his new team manager Blake Harris, who is known for taking bold risks and experimenting with new strategies. Ty Gibbs, a promising rookie, will join Noah Gragson on the stage and take the wheel of the newly formed 54 team, formerly the number 18 team. This marks the first time in JGR's history that the number 18 team will not participate in a race. The number 54 team, led by Ty Gibbs, is set to become the new JGR franchise team and is poised to make a big impact in the coming races. Chandler Smith will play a key role as a staff member in the Xfinity Series and is also expected to take on a growing role as a collegiate driver in the Cup Series. He will be piloting the number 13 car on a part-time basis, adding to the excitement and diversity of the field. There have been rumors that Helio Castroneves may compete in the highly anticipated Daytona 500, but at the time of writing, he has admitted that the likelihood of participating is slim. On the other hand, Travis Pastrana will be making a bold attempt to qualify for the Daytona 500 in the number 67 Toyota for 2023. With the field for the 500 growing larger every year, it is sure to be another fascinating event to follow. Brandon Jones will take over Noah Gragson's place in the number 9 JRM Championship car and bring Menards along with him. This will be a highly anticipated transition to watch, as Jones was once a successful driver for JRM before it faced difficult times. The number 10 car will be piloted by Landon Castle, Justin Haley, and possibly other riders this season. Unfortunately, Castle's investment in Voyager and the cryptocurrency sector did not go as planned, resulting in the loss of his regular transportation. Sammy Smith will take the wheel of the number 18 car full-time for JGR, while John Hunter Nemechek makes a big move from the truck series to the number 20 car. If you're looking for high-performance racing machines, Chevrolet, Pennsylvania is the place to be. Corey Hine, Tanner Gray, and Taylor Gray will all take turns behind the wheel of the 4 cars, adding to the excitement and variety of the races. The 2023 NASCAR season promises to be filled with excitement, as several changes have been made to the teams and drivers. Raha Karuth will be driving full-time for GMS in the number 24 car, while Christian Eckes will replace Andy McAnally in the number 19 Chevy. Meanwhile, Hailie Deegan will be taking over the number 13 car, but her future in the sport is uncertain, as her performance this season will determine her career. The contract for the TV riders for 2025 will be discussed this year, as the current contract will come to an end after the 2024 season. Fox and NBC already have the rights to broadcast and have started bidding due to a grandfather clause. ESPN is also said to be interested in entering the NASCAR scene, and it will be intriguing to see what moves they make in terms of payment. FedEx has announced a $2 billion cost cut, which is a significant amount of financial expenses for NASCAR. The future of driver Denny Hamlin is also in question, as he could either quit JGR to start his own team or end his career there, similar to what happened with M&M's number 18 car. There are also rumors that Martin Truex Jr. could retire at the end of this year. The performance of the teams has also been affected in the past few years, with HMS taking 11 wins in 2018, but the number dropped to 7 in 2020 and 17 in 2021. Changes to the Cup Series, such as new noses and mufflers, are in the works, and it will be interesting to see how this affects the racing and which teams will adapt faster. This is just a quick overview of the many exciting events leading up to the 2023 NASCAR season. There is still much more to be discussed and watched as the year unfolds. So don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with everything NASCAR. And according to you, what will be the biggest event of 2023? Let us know in the comments and leave your like.